Welcome to Hops News, the trusted source in beer culture news. Here's your host, Jay Brew, with special guests, the Hoppy Mommy, Lucky, and Nash.
Man, you guys are in for a pull it out of your ass episode tonight. I can't even begin to tell you how far off we are on things tonight. It's been a crazy day. Appreciate you joining us. I'm just going to be very honest with you. I've got a cold pizza over here from Lost Province last night that I'm going to be eating on throughout the episode because, as some of you may know, or might not know, I guess probably the four of us or the other three on this side of the mic know. I'm also I do a little bit of content production for I guess a platform for Appalachian State Wrestling. Today, one of the coaches made it official that one of the assistants, is moving to the Citadel to be the head coach of the Citadel. Wow. And when you're a prior service member, a veteran, that knows the guy that's going to be the head coach at the Citadel wrestling program, that's a cause worth meeting and having a beer over, and one beer turned to three pretty quickly. So
Jay's 6 deep, ready to go.
Yeah, congratulations to Coach Ryan LeBlanc if he happens to come across this episode. But Ryan has been a great friend. When I first reached out to him, or when he actually first reached out to me, it was purely, I was a fan of the program. He was a coach, and that relationship has developed over the year. So definitely a great honor to know somebody like that. Appalachian State continues to do what we do, man. We turn out some great people, great athletes, and great coaches, and it was a big honor. I texted Ryan last night when I found out about it and asked him if I could buy him a beer today after he made it official that he was going to become the head coach of Citadel. So I couldn't pass that up. I did give up dinner and a bunch of other things to make that happen. So I'll apologize right away if we're a little bit of disjointed here, because I had to make sure that I was a part of that evening for Ryan, so it was pretty fun. We've got a great episode lined up. I think haven't heard from the caller yet, which is not surprising because they usually they usually wait to call in right about the time. So we hope to have Tripping Animals, one of the co-founders of Tripping Animals, and I've really had to concentrate this week to say not tripping with animals, because that's Mash's favorite line.
Yeah, I don't know why it's always like, tripping with animals. Maybe it's because when I trip, I'm thinking I'm with animals or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, it is pretty clever.
If anybody from my the only way I trip is over my feet, so let's clear that up real quick.
Well, their artwork is all animals that look like they're on drugs, but it's amazing artwork. I have
definitely high.
Yeah, that's why I call it tripping with animals, because it's like, man, if I'm tripping, there's definitely going to be fucking animals involved.
Exactly. Well, you always get these cartoonish animals when you're on a good trip. So
yeah.
But that's my
even
excuse.
Their insect ones are look a little out of it.
Yeah, that's my excuse. But we got a great episode lined up for you. Hey, we're giving away bomber jackets, and if you haven't realized, these bomber jackets, we're probably going to see some with some of the other hosts tonight, because I think they've gotten some care package. They've received some care packages maybe today even.
Work it. There we go.
So that's going to be big. Bomber jacket giveaway. There is a live donate button tonight with Bottle Share. That is a phenomenal organization. I'm wearing a Detroit Pistons Motor City hat because we've got some sports back on.
Yes, sports.
Yes, sports
are back.
Go Heat.
The Bruins didn't get the memo. They're down 3-0, but sports are back.
Yeah, it's going to take a minute for everybody to get their groove back, but I guarantee you the Pistons will start off where they ended last season, probably in the basement. Things have not been good in Detroit. for basketball for some time. So, but I'm still a loyal Detroit fan when it comes to professional sports. Speaking of Detroit, let's go check in with Hoppy. Hoppy down there in Orlando.
Okay.
I know.
Detroit.
I just threw you a curveball.
Speaking of a city, Hoppy's in one of those.
Yeah, it's pretty close. But speaking of tripping with animals, Hoppy has sent us all a package.
Yes.
And we're looking to partake of some Tripping Animals Brewing Company beer.
Without him, we're still tripping.
Yes, I'm going to be pulling out some sweet cans tonight. Yes, everybody should have the Ever Haze with the gator.
Yeah,
and here, this is one of their sours. Even their little bugs look a little high. Awesome can art. They have an in-house artist, so and I'm drinking a collab with them. So I'm finishing up that. That's a triple IPA. It's 10%. But I split it with my husband.
Take it easy. It's not a big deal having an in-house
Triple IPA,
artist.
I want to forget everything about this.
Yeah.
I split it with my husband, but they're just triple IPAs are from Civil Society and Tripping Animals are just so smooth, and this is a collab with the two of them. So it's just amazing.
Hey, they're not the only one with an in-house artist. We do have Brotherly Love.
Oh,
It's
I
got
know.
some skills, so...
Yeah, anytime they have amazing art, like I want tin tacker signs. That's what Brotherly Love needs to get them to sell some of his artwork on tin tacker signs.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I'm
He
gonna
might
turn
be
my
watching
cake
tonight. I'm gonna hit him up
bar.
here in the chat. So, Hoppy, how are things down in Florida? You guys still locked down, quarantine? You got the flu virus down there? What's going on in Florida?
We have meth gators and shark attacks and tornadoes. We have everything. But this
Meth
week,
gators.
yeah,
I don't think
that
I've
was
heard of
last
meth
summer
gators.
though. They said people had to stop flushing their meth because the gators were getting high on meth or something. And there's a real article.
Right.
I'll find it. But no, right now, well, breweries still aren't supposed to be serving at the brewery unless they have a food license. So a lot of breweries are suddenly getting permanent food trucks and getting food licenses. So that's good. It's not great, but I guess somebody's supposed to come down next week and start talking to some of the owners of some of these breweries about potentially reopening. But until our numbers go down a lot, I don't know what's going to happen. But they're all still doing to go. Restaurants are open. Disney's still open. Universal's still open. So things are open. It's just, everywhere you have to have a mask on now. But I mean, it's interesting. It's like civilization is opening up, but it's a different civilization. So that's about it. Oh, and we do have something brewing. It's not a hurricane though. It's like a tropical storm. So it's just really wet and windy.
We're
about
glad
it.
we can hear you tonight. If anybody's not a part of our pre-show routine, Hoppy is always scrambling till the last second to get her mic working. So if
So
anybody's
true. It's
interested
ridiculous.
in donating a real mic for Hoppy, I'm sure she's more than interested in taking it. Because she's literally the last minute changing computers, changing cords, changing mics. I mean, she is trying to pull it together the last second. So we appreciate being able to hear you tonight. And I kind of went with you to just test your nerve there a little bit, being the first one out of the gate. So, yeah, it's been good. Appreciate the update. And I will definitely say, if I'm living in Florida, the last thing I'm going to do is flush anything with meth in it down the goddamn toilet, because you guys got some scary-ass creatures living in your drainage dishes.
They're
A
fine.
snake comes up. Giant snake just comes out high on.
snakes, high on
Oh, I have a
meth.
video of that with my cousins. They had to pull
Jesus
a python
Christ!
out of the
That's
You got
Yeah,
meth
he lived down in
pythons and meth
Miami,
gators.
There's actual video of him pulling the snake out of the toilet. It was a python.
And it was
I think it was
literally
python. It was really
hitting the meth pipe as it was coming out.
No thanks. That's why driving through Florida is enough for me. Too many scary ass animals down there. Speaking of animals, MASH, how's it going out there in Mountain Home, Idaho?
Oh God, existence has been pain. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's like I'm living in the 20s. My internet literally didn't come back on for whatever reason until like 20 minutes before we kicked off, and for some reason the internet's been out for like the last week because we're in Idaho and they don't know what that is. And then also on to add to that, it's 108 degrees here today. So I decided it was
That's
a great
it?
idea to on my Bruins sweater. Yeah, only 108 degrees. It's a dry heat, so it just feels like you're opening up the oven and slowly melting it down. But I'm drinking some tripping animals. Said it right that time. And hockey's back. The Bruins don't know it, like I said, but hockey is back. Celtics start tomorrow. Life is good. All we need now is the Packers to kick back up, and we're rolling, man. I'm pretty stoked.
Ash, you're on it tonight.
I had a couple energy drinks today. I got some stuff done. I'm ready to go.
If you have anything you can toss to the caller's way, maybe it'll remind them that we're.
So I'm not gonna lie, I've hit our caller up about 4 or 5 times in the last couple weeks to no avail, and I kind of was worried this was gonna happen. I even sent them calendar reminders, things like that. So I'll hit them up again. Hopefully we get the little phone call action. But
Hey, we might get some viewer callers in here in a minute. Then let's
you know
get
what? We're gonna do like a live feeling lucky tonight, where we just want to hear your relationship problems. What's going on in your world?
Let's
Can
do
we fix anything? What has quarantine done for you?
We've all tagged the crap out of them this week too.
Yeah, we're gonna give them. We're gonna give them a few more minutes, and then we're gonna start talking a little smack, and then we'll.
Look, you're ruining my. I had a really good streak going. I was riding this high. I was like, look, we got some bomb ass guests coming on, which I know we do this at the end of the episode. However, Lucky pulled us. This is all Lucky on this one. August 25th. We are having Cons from Barstool Sports on.
Captain Cons, baby.
He runs Zero Blog 30. He is one of the biggest veteran podcasters out there right now, and like I said, he's with Barstool Sports, and he's gonna be on live with us. Lucky shot his shot. He took my advice. He slid into some DMs, and I came in. I swooped in for the final deal, but this one all goes to Lucky. We have Captain Cons coming on end of August, so that's gonna be pretty exciting.
Nice. Well, we'll give him a few more minutes, and then we'll change the agenda midstream, so to speak.
Well, if I'm drinking 10%ers, yeah, it might not be the worst thing to do beer school earlier rather than later.
I hit them up on the email, so he gets a couple more minutes, and then we'll just.
And then we get to talk shit.
No, our first Florida brewery has to pull through. Come on.
Yep, you're gonna stand us up, Hoppy.
Ignacio, if you're listening to us, we're all counting on you, man.
Lucky.
I've heard nothing but good things about this place, and the beer's amazing.
I love your beer so far.
Lucky, how are things going there in Milwaukee? I'm happy to see that there's no more plants that's been added to the windowsill there. That's a good sign. You just
can't see it. You just can't see it. It's still here. Don't worry.
Oh, I see it, but there's not any more that's been added, so that's a good sign. As long as there's not any more that's been added.
I'm just gonna get like a tree behind me next time, like a huge ass tree.
I'm gonna start mailing you plants anonymously.
Yeah.
No, we're all gonna start just sending Lucky flowers, and someone's gonna be like, "Did somebody die in this apartment getting off a lot of flowers?"
That's so funny.
So, Lucky, how are things in Wisconsin tonight?
Wisconsin is good. We're just hanging out. It's still pretty hot out. Yeah, I don't know. Wisconsin's fine. I think we just got, speaking of COVID, we now, I think, are required to wear masks everywhere. Before it was just Milwaukee, but now all of Wisconsin, I think, as of earlier today.
Only cool kids wear their masks.
Yeah. So we're still fairly open, around 25% capacity, like everywhere. But yeah, just hanging out. Also drinking the Everhaze from the guest that hopefully will show up.
I know, it's kind of awkward. We finally all have the same beer to drink,
I know,
too.
Right? Yeah, I've got...
Yeah. I had to send Josh like 30 minutes out to go get them and 30 minutes back to make sure we all had them.
And they're not going to be on. It'll be really disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm really excited for basketball to be back tonight. It gives me something other than baseball to gamble on. So I've got the Pelicans and the Clippers parlay tonight. So
the
Clippers. That's a bold strategy. Okay.
I know. I just hate LeBron. That's definitely me.
I do too. But
betting,
you gotta
that's
bet. You
definitely
gotta
me
bet
betting
with
with
what's the smarter bet. You can't just go betting with your heart, man.
No, come on. I always bet with my heart. That's
We
why.
can talk about
more plants in that apartment.
We can talk about the Pelicans. Gentry is an Appalachian State guy, so we can definitely talk about those guys.
Really? I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah.
Zion. I do love Zion.
I love even before Zion came back, the Pelicans were like my favorite underdog team this year. I
Yeah.
love watching the Pelicans.
And Gentry's a good
lot of
dude.
great talent.
Yeah,
LeBron did
Gentry's a
that
good
team.
dude, so you always got to pull for those type of guys. But yeah, man, it's the heat is everywhere. Lucky, just so you know, the heat is even on here in the mountains of North Carolina. Haven't got much rain lately, so it's sticky.
What
out
is
there.
rain? I don't know what rain is. Idaho doesn't get rain.
We did get a little bit today.
You just get Mash's tears in his internet. doesn't
Yeah, you just listen to me cry at my desk at work, and then I come home and I cry some more because the internet's not working.
So we're going to give them a few more minutes. We're back here in the home studio of Hops News. I would probably catch hell, but I'm going to give my wife a little shout out. They're at a horse show, right, without
I
me
saw
tonight.
that.
And that's a blue ribbon. This is her first horse show
Awesome.
since probably high school. And she took a blue ribbon in the amateur Arabian hunter category. You can probably see our horse there in the picture with her. But
Awesome, man.
wife and daughter up there having a good time. I'm going to go join them tomorrow. Hopefully get to see them do some shows up there. So she puts up with a lot of shit. If you could see this room I'm in right now, there's a lot of shit in here that she puts up with.
What you don't see is Jake's bag packed to the side. She's ready to
Yeah,
pick 'em out.
that she makes happen, and we'll go to all four of us on the screen tonight. Yeah, so she puts up with a lot of shit. She done amazing stuff. Does some good stuff with the daughter and horses. I will tell you the thing that she told me that got me interested in getting a horse for them very early was the longer our daughter loves horses, the less we'll have to worry about boys. I said, let's buy a damn horse.
That's
So
good logic.
yeah, so they definitely spend a lot of time with that. Let's give some shout outs to the viewers there in the chat. Hoppy, Mash, Brad, Corey, Robbie, Lori, all donating. Lucky, pulling through some donations for bottle share. Definitely appreciate that, guys. They're in the donate buttons live. That's how we'll give away the Hops News bomber jacket, like always.
You want to get one of these? Trust me.
They're pretty nice, guys. I have to admit. Yeah. You're kind of like me,
merch now,
Mash.
but-
I've got like a case of them here, but I have yet to put one on a can, just because I hate to take it out. Out of the wrapper.
I was
there.
gonna throw it on the next can. I was really just trying to drink out of a glass because Hoppy makes us feel like. I feel like when Hoppy's on, I gotta drink out of a glass and
Yeah.
be sophisticated. So that's kind of what I was doing tonight. But this thing is beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful.
It's a good one.
Just
So
beautiful.
check it out. It appears our guest is definitely going to stand us up tonight. So what we're going to do.
You got
You know
me so
what?
excited. I thought they were coming on.
So excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hit them up on all their social medias.
So Mash the closer.
God, no, I closed this deal. He stood us up. It's not my fault.
Didn't close tonight. So what we're going to do is I'm going
There goes
to.
my paycheck this week.
Yeah. Yeah. Your serious paycheck. So what we're gonna do is, and I don't even know, can somebody text this number to test that this works? One of you guys text this 828
Yep.
295 2272. Text me there. See if that text works.
Did you just give everybody your personal cell number?
Yeah, boy.
Right now.
Okay, yeah, that number works. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little bit of we're gonna do a live Dear Lucky tonight. Let's start out with a live Dear Lucky to give everybody a taste of what Dear Lucky is gonna be about. Text your Dear Abby / Dear Lucky, aka Dear Lucky, question to 828-295-2272. Again, that's 828-295-2272. If Mash, if you can post that there in the chat there.
Or I think I got it. 828-295-2272.
I'm like
Yep.
I'm like Jesus sometimes.
2217.
I snap my fingers and
There you
things
go.
happen. But getting
So
our
that
guest
is
on
the,
tonight was not one of them.
That is the number to text. Text that number. We'll take some questions for Dear Lucky tonight.
Oh boy,
Kind of our
nervous
spin
now on the
on
spot.
kind of our spin on Dear Abby.
Speaking of Dear Lucky, Feeling Lucky, episode 1 drops on Sunday.
Yes, sir. That's going to be a great episode. I will tell you guys, there's a lot of things going on in the works that I don't think we give our due when we're on our episodes because we're so damn busy with trying to get the content out that we need to do. But there's a lot of things going on outside of Hoppy Hour that streams Tuesdays and Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. We've got a Hops Geek News that is being done through podcast networks. Literally everything that you can imagine listening to a podcast on, it's on, except Apple. We will be there soon. But everything else, it's there. And they also are producing the video. Yeah. Hoppy's got the Wolverine comic there. They are also producing a video that drops Wednesday evenings at 8 p.m. That show drops on all of the networks Wednesday at 8 p.m. So be on the lookout for those. Trying to create as much content outside of Hoppy Hour as we can. And Dear Lucky or Feeling Lucky and Hops Geek News are two big ones. Lucky, tell us a little bit. Let's go back up to Milwaukee. Tell us a little bit about what people can expect from Dear Lucky or Feeling Lucky.
So Feeling Lucky on episode 1 is dropping on Sunday. That was kind of creepy. I don't know. I think that was Nash. Threw me off a little bit.
Feel lucky.
You got to pay for that. So we have a while back, I think like almost a month now at this point, we were live at Mobcraft Brewery for the Believe in Beer release party. And it was super awesome. Mobcraft was super accommodating. We got to interview both Chris and Henry at the same time. We sat down with them for, I think, about 45 minutes. And that's the majority of the first episode, just because, I mean, we did a Dear Lucky segment with them. They were super awesome. They were super fun to talk to. And I feel like we could have talked to them for a couple hours. But yeah, so tune into that. And that's going to be, so we got that, and then we just cut to us for just the Feeling Lucky crew, and we do a couple of arguments. That's
Nice.
just arguments that me and my friends always have whenever we get drunk and are at a bar. It's just like random stuff, fun hypotheticals, just random questions that we ask each other. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. The first episode seemed to get pretty good reviews. So, or the pilot episode, I guess. This is the first official episode.
The
We couldn't
reviews were
ask for
in.
better guests. Yeah, we couldn't ask for better guests. Chris from Bottle Share, who's the donate button tonight, was the first. So make sure you drop a couple bucks and donate. But yeah, that's about it. I'm trying to get a post up right now because I'm pretty excited for a Dear Lucky. If we can actually get a couple questions.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm chewing on a piece of pizza over here still.
I'm
so-
sorry. I should have tried to
Lucky,
keep talking.
are we gonna Hops Geek Feeling Lucky crossover sometime? I think we gotta set up for the crossover episode at some point.
There's some reverb coming, but yes,
Yeah, you're
absolutely. Yeah.
Can't do anything
Um,
right today. This is why I was giving up for adoption.
Jesus. All right. Yeah, no, I
That
definitely
sounds
want
like
to
a
do
question
that.
for
And
Dear
we
Lucky.
definitely. Why was I giving up for adoption? Because the guest didn't make it. You didn't close the guest.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, for sure. I want to do that, and I also want to get some of the Hops News family members involved. So if you have any interest in doing that, once we get a couple of episodes under our belt, we're definitely going to try to have as many guests as possible, as long as you're funny.
I'm gonna take margaritas. I'm gonna dress up. So
Yeah, I
basic.
think we have a
Yeah.
Dear Lucky question.
No, that's
Yeah.
definitely not a Dear Lucky question. I just
That's
read it.
that's a Dear Lucky
about
question in the chat.
That's a spam about herpes.
Hey, Lucky, give the chat there some. You know we've made it when people are spamming us, and
Somebody's spamming us about their testimony of herpes. Lucky.
Please read it because I promise it's one of my friends.
Oh, it's
please,
long.
for the love of God.
This is a great testimony that I must share to all patients living with herpes in the world. I never believed that there could be any complete cure for herpes or any cure for herpes. I've
Okay,
seen people's
anybody tuning
comments
in
on
right
blogs.
now, this sounds terrible.
No, this is great. This is Hops News. Feeling lucky. This is what you can expect.
Of Dr. Akuza.
This is what happens when you get lucky.
I had to try it too, and you can't believe that in just a few weeks, I started using the medicine that Dr. Akuza sent to me. All my pain stopped. Right now, I can tell you that for a few months now, I've had no signs of herpes. It's a miracle, or just a lack of a flare-up.
This is great.
It is a miracle, and you too can get yours and be cured.
What?
According to Dr. Akuza, he has the cure for some and many diseases like hepatitis B, COPD,
Oh my
diabetes, lupus, psoriasis, HIV. Contact his email, Dr. Akuza,
Boy, I can't believe we haven't heard this on the news.
IAJGB01@gmail, or we can get him on WhatsApp.
Hey, let's call him. Let's call him. I'm going to call him on WhatsApp. Let's call him on WhatsApp.
Call Dr. Yakuza.
Listen,
Hold on. We're going to call him.
Bottle share just said, what did I just walk into? Exactly. Yeah, I don't.
we found the cure for herpes on Hops News.
Chris, we got stood up.
Cure
This
for
is-
herpes
this is-
on Hops News.
We got stood up and now we have herpes apparently.
This is what happens when our guests stand us up. We talk about the herpes cure.
We're going to call him here in just a second. Hold on. Let me see what I can do.
Not the guest that stood us
fun
up,
fact,
but the guy
Lucky
that has
went
the
out
cure
to
for
Magic City along with Lou Williams last week. And now all of a sudden we're getting spams about the cure for herpes. So
Yep, and now nobody's going to be feeling
we got
lucky.
the cure for herpes, but we can't cure COVID. And that's why all the breweries and stuff are shutting down. So Dr. Akuza, if you are listening,
Get it
come
together.
on, man, help us out. You cured the big diseases. What about COVID? There we go. That's all. Has anybody got
This is great.
the new challenge? So
I love that Chris is in the comments, and we're raising money for
we're
bottle
raising
share.
money for bottle share
While
tonight.
we're talking about the
Somebody
cure
is
for
just-
herpes. This is just great.
In case anybody's
And
just now
AIDS,
joining
and
us.
what was it? Diabetes.
And AIDS and lupus, all of these absolutely terrible diseases.
Gomez, if Selena Gomez happens to be listening, we have the cure for lupus in our chat. Okay?
And even though
Feel
she
free to
has
call
lupus,
in.
If call in. We got the cure for you. But if anybody's just now joining in, we've had a little guest stand us up tonight. Tripping Animals was supposed to be on. They apparently felt as though we were not good enough to trip with them. And that's okay. That's okay. We'll trip on our own. And as you can see, as a result, we are now talking about the cure for herpes, AIDS, and lupus, and Lucky's lonely Friday nights, and my habitual cry out, and
Lonely
Hoppy's
Friday nights.
weird love for the Miami Heat.
weird love.
All right. Let's see what we got from Herpes Doctor.
We got 3 championships.
Lucky I got
Celtics
Hoppy,
at
I can hear
18, but okay.
We started in '89.
Want to hear it?
Looks like
We're calling the Herpes Doctor.
Yeah, I need the cure for herpes.
Uh,
I need to know what it
literally
is.
going to be on the line potentially.
For no reason in particular. I think my mom's watching.
If you
No
scroll-
reason in particular.
Hello?
I just wanna-
Nice.
Hello.
How are you? Virus on
Hey, we got the Herpes Doctor.
We got the
Yes!
on.
Sir, I have a friend.
Hey, I got a real bad drip. I'm not even gonna lie to you. How do we get a prescription?
Wait, can you check how many of you do you need help? This is herbal medicine.
Yeah, I'm calling for some medicine.
All 4 of us have herpes, we have AIDS,
You
and we
have
have
herpes
lupus.
virus?
Yeah,
told that
man.
you are
It
the
is
man to
so bad. It is really
it's actually
bad.
called. Yeah.
You mean you have herpes and lupus and what again?
You
Yes,
name it.
We are suffering from herpes.
You
lupus,
name it, and we're suffering
and COVID
from
right
it.
now. We are told that you have the answers for us. Is this true?
I'm not sure I can be part of Hops News anymore.
Yes, I have a perfect health.
So how do we go
If you
about
don't
getting
have
some of
herpes, You
this?
can't be a part of it. That's for sure.
Are you really serious about it?
Yeah, I'm serious. I have herpes. I went to Vegas one time. I hooked up with this random girl named Glitter Sparkles, and now I have this weird bump that won't go away.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, except
Not
herpes. That
anymore.
shit stays with you.
This man cures.
We
This
can-
man could cure.
It
all my
doesn't stay with us for long, Hoppy.
Hey,
because
we can probably
have
send you a
Dr.
picture.
Akuza. We have Dr. Akuza with
We
the
got
cure.
Dr. Akuza live on Hops News.
Okay.
Hey, doctor, how are you doing?
Okay, send me some pictures.
You want some
I'm
pictures?
very
You
good.
want some pictures? Check out her OnlyFans
Hey,
account.
Mash.
Yeah, I was gonna say we just started an OnlyFans account. You can go and
So
check out herpes out there.
Hey,
Only
what
you.
what kind of symptoms should we be facing for us to get some help from you, Dr. Akuza? Are you there?
You said what?
What
Hello?
kind of symptoms should we be looking for?
What kind of symptoms do
I've
we
got
look
these
for
weird lumps,
herpes?
And I really need help with them. Should I send you?
It
pictures?
hurts when I pee.
Yeah,
or is that
Should I
a
give you
good or
like a
bad?
$1
Yeah, too
off
much.
subscription to our
There's
OnlyFans?
too much people talking there. I can't understand you clearly. There's too much people talking there. Can you chat with me or one person to talk, please, so that I can hear you clearly?
Okay, just one of us. Let me turn down.
Yes.
Let me turn down the background music. We were waiting for a lady to show up, but she's running a little late. So let me turn down the background music.
Had to
All right, the
confront her
baby
about
making
it.
music is off. The baby making music is off.
Okay.
So what do you need to know? We need a prescription for some herpes. What do you need to know?
How long have you been diagnosed with herpes?
About 2 years.
No, for me it's like 2013.
Okay. And have you had any several outbreaks before?
No.
Not that I can recall.
Is this herpes, genital herpes or herpes simplex virus?
Just the herpes.
Man, you're the doctor. You tell me. I don't know. What's the
Why not send you
difference?
pictures?
They are different. I have a perfect herb to cure herpes, any type of herpes at all, which I've cured a lot of people from it.
That's called a
Is it
machete,
true that-
right?
Is it true that if you get cold sores, that's a form of herpes? Because I get those. I also get them. Is that true?
Hello?
Dr.
Oh my
Akuza.
God.
Yeah, Dr. Akuza, can you hear me? I don't know that he can hear me.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
If you
Are you-
get cold
are you
sores,
talk-
is that a form of herpes?
Can you come down and talk to me, please?
Where are you located? How can we come and talk to you?
I'm in Nigeria. I'm located in Nigeria. I ship my house through DHL or UPS, any of the Korean service you choose to use.
So
You
what do we got to
ship
do?
The cure for herpes to our house?
You give me your information, your home address, your phone name, your phone number, and your city, so that I can deliver the medicine to you. Your doorstep.
want my
through the
social security
DHL
number
or
too?
UPS.
All right. Well, my name is Matthew Tyler, and I live in Mountain Home, Idaho.
Is it funny? Is it funny? What is the problem?
Do what?
What is the problem?
I got like
Is it-
4
is it
heads
funny?
on my
Yeah.
my area, man. What's going on? I'm a little freaked out.
This is like a record for how long you guys have kept this for.
Okay, can you chat with me? Can you chat with me? Let's chat on WhatsApp.
Yeah,
Do
we are.
house calls?
I called you on WhatsApp.
Okay. Yes, let's test on WhatsApp. Let's test.
Okay. Go ahead and send me a message, and I'll send you the rest of his information. I've got it.
Okay, I'll tell you. Again.
Thank you, Dr. Akuza.
Yeah.
Dr. Akuza, you're
Have a
literally
good
doing
night.
the Lord's work.
And good luck.
Okay, I will message you now.
Okay. Sounds good. Cheers.
Cheers, Dr. Akuza. Thanks
Cheers,
for coming
Dr. Akuza.
Thanks for calling.
I don't know that he was much help.
on. Guys, I don't think he's a legit doctor, but I don't know.
What? You don't?
Man,
Yeah, I kind of
gosh.
liked him.
do not put that smut on Dr. Akuza.
I don't know. I think he needs to come and check me out in person.
At least
I
he
think you
stayed
just
on the
need more
phone.
cowbell.
Oh, that's true. I think everything can be solved. I have a fever, and the only prescription.
Just need
Some more
more
cowbell.
cowbell.
Yeah, that's
Lucky
pretty.
might be too young to know what we're
That's
talking
right.
about.
If you've
That's-
just joined in,
Oh,
we had
yeah,
Dr.
no, no,
Akuza.
no,
He has a cure for AIDS.
So this
You don't
is
know about cowbell?
this is
Yeah,
I will tell
I know.
you that
I know.
this is
Totally. Mississippi State.
I don't think you do know about cowbell.
No, I do. Will Ferrell. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god, he
Okay.
just shouts out random comedians. I do. I promise, guys, I'm cool.
this is Christopher said he's sold. Yeah, man, us too. That was pretty entertaining. It's time for some.
Hoppy's like the disappointed mom. She's just staring at us like, guys.
I know. I've never heard, or I guess not heard Hoppy.
I've never seen her so
For that
disappointed.
long.
Yeah, she's like, I
was
cannot
just so upset
believe
about
you
tripping
boys.
animals not coming on too.
Look, they haven't even left me on read yet. That's disappointing.
I'm not gonna say that Dr. Akuza was more exciting than Tripping Animals.
Dr.
but
Akuza sent me a message and said, "Are you guys serious about herpes cure for herpes virus?" Well, who
Dr.
fucking's
Akuza,
not
I
gonna
am
call
as
you and not be
serious as the
serious?
blood in my urine.
Yeah, I mean, who's gonna call you and not be serious about curing their damn herpes, man? How many people do you get to
Lucky
call you?
question. Are cold sores related?
I heard somewhere that cold sores
That is
are
actually
a form of
true, I
herpes.
believe. It is true,
So
yes.
is
So
chicken pox.
I would
You
love.
probably should
I would love.
Hey, while
for
we're
the
getting
cure of cold
educated,
sores.
let's go down and
Any
check
girl
out with
will
Hoppy
walk-
Mommy,
probably walk
the
out.
professor for beer school. Hoppy, take us to school because we definitely need some schooling right now.
we need Jesus.
I was gonna say we need Jesus, and I need
well,
another beer.
Next week it's going to be about Jesus and beer. We should get
No,
Catholic
herpes.
Church
It needs to
on,
be
too.
about herpes.
Jesus can cure herpes.
Just
Okay.
pray.
So drinking
about
game.
He hasn't yet. Am I right?
Here, MIA, nice. So drinking game. Anytime I say an acronym or a sports team, and that includes college names, you have to drink. Okay.
God,
Sports and beer go together like peas and carrots. So we're about to learn some very random fun beer and sports facts to celebrate sports finally coming back and hopefully staying. There may be no fans in the stands, but I can guarantee many fans at home will be drinking beer while watching their favorite teams. Go Heat. Today it seems impossible to watch a sports game on TV, that is an acronym, or in person without an ad for beer. Well, when sports first became televised, many people did not own a television, so they would watch their games at the local tavern, and ta-da, so began athlete endorsements. They had to reach their target market, and this was the best way to do it, and is clearly still the best way today. NASCAR, that's an acronym, is actually a result of Prohibition. And you thought my Prohibition fun facts were done. So moonshiners had to be able to quickly escape revenue agents and cops. And this continued even after Prohibition was repealed because so many areas stayed dry for so many years. So to do this, they took 4 trucks and they souped them up so that they could go faster and they could make sharp turns. They even added some Mario Kart-like features where like tacks were like released behind the car to pop tires. And so after doing that, they actually learned that a lot of people enjoyed watching them race these cars. So they started to charge people to watch them race the cars, but they took the tax out at that point. And fast forward to 1947 and Daytona Beach and NASCAR was formed. It is believed that moonshine money even helped grow NASCAR in its early years. I see the commitment match. I like it. NHL. It has become common practice when you win it all in hockey, you get the Stanley Cup.
and you
then
drink all
alcohol.
the booze out of it.
Well, in 2018, the NHL had to ask players to stop doing keg stands out of this almost 130-year-old cup. They were literally filling it with beer, having somebody hold them upside down, and drinking beer out of the cup. And here's a fun fact that MASH contributed. In 2011, the Bruins, that's a sports team drink, won, and they rang up an almost $157,000 tab. So well played. MLB.
The Bruins.
In 2015, Seattle Mariners sports team
Sucks.
fan caught a foul ball in his beer and then chugged whatever it didn't spill all over his shirt. So this seems very common actually to happen. So feel free to leave the glove at home in the future because it seems a bit redundant if you're going to be holding a beer anyways. PGA. There are quite a few videos of John Daly hitting golf balls off of beer cans and occasionally chugging the beer out.
I love John Daly so much.
I don't watch.
He's like a fucking personal hero.
He literally is. I hope to be as cool as John Daly when I'm
Well,
older.
apparently one day during the LA Open, he got bored, so he went to the locker room and chugged 5 beers and then went back and shot the back 9. But other than that, he says he never drinks during tournaments, only the night before, and stays drunk. Okay, so NBA. Chris Bosh came to the Miami Heat from Toronto and quickly jumped into the local craft beer scene, posting a few pictures of bombers from Funky Buddha. He has even brewed with Winwood Brewing in Miami, and he's gotten so into beer that you can actually find an article about him pairing beer with food. NFL. On average, about 5,000 people leave NFL games legally drunk. This is slightly higher on Monday, and Buffalo Bills fans, it's even higher because they have won the award for drunkest fans of all.
Go through tables unless you're wasted. It's science.
They're the drunkest of all. They're like Disney princesses. Okay, so football, baseball, car racing, and hockey all sell more than 50% of their alcohol and beer. Basketball is only at 48%. This actually surprised me because I don't know what the hell else you would drink at a sporting event. I expected all these numbers to be higher.
I've seen people drink wine.
Okay, so Budweiser, Bud Light, Miller Lite, Coors,
All right,
you know,
Bash, whatever you say.
Those are the big names you usually see plastered across stadiums and arenas, but things are changing a bit. While you still do see a lot of the big boys, the days of Beware of the Penguin and What's Up are not like they used to be. So although they really like that whole dilly-dilly thing, I don't really get why that's so much fun for them, but whatever. So Sam Adams is now the dominant beer sold at Boston Red Sox games, while the Miami Marlins actually have a craft brewery in their stadium called Nightlife Brewing, but I probably wouldn't drink there right now since the entire team has COVID, apparently.
Nobody goes to their games anyways.
Well,
Ouch.
when you win 2 World Series and then sell players immediately after. But the stadium, I actually haven't been there because they tore down the
Shout
Orange
out
Bowl
Christian
and replaced
Yelich.
it. But
Shout out
I've
Christian
heard.
Yelich, Milwaukee Brewer.
Okay, so American Airlines Arena, where the Miami Heat play, they've actually teamed up with Winwood Brewing to sell Winwood beer. Now, it's not just professional sports that we're seeing this beer shift. College is doing it too. UCF and USF have teamed up with Yuengling, and USF even had their whole center changed to the Yuengling Center, which is kind of funny because, 3 out of 4 of the years at college, you can't even legally drink. Now, if you go to a UCF game, though, you have to buy the good seats to drink. So don't get bamboozled. When you go in there, you have to have specific seats to get access to the bar.
That's 2018 national championship winning UCF to you, okay?
Oh, no, I didn't go there. It's not to me. It's just everybody else here. So Appalachian Mountain Brewery actually put a university logo on one of their beer cans. It's too far down for me to reach. So that's pretty cool. And then Jay Wakefield has even done a beer called Drain the Swamp for University of Miami when they were playing the Gators, and then the Gators kicked our ass. But the beer was delicious, and they even had 8 barbecue gator. It was really sad when we lost. But they also make that same beer and call it Chains for turnover chain, and they sell it at Joe Robbie when the football team is playing. So that's fun. So beer's clearly just for fans, not athletes, or is it? So new studies have been coming out that beer actually has a great form of vitamin B for recovery, and it can cure
tell
your bones
Josh to
and
put his
fix
shirt on and cool down a little bit.
He's hopping all in our chat saying go
Go
Knights.
Knights. I was like, what did he do? So German athletes have actually been using beer to recover from their training rather than using Gatorade or whatever that other bullshit is. And in doing all this research, I actually found out Athletic Brewing has been working with some of these other places to try to get non-alcoholic beer to be more of like a rejuvenation kind of thing rather than Gatorade, which I think is brilliant because Gatorade is just a bunch of sugary garbage anyways created by the University of Florida. The Gators are scum. Okay, so, well, you're not going to see athletes doing shotguns on the sidelines anytime soon, but it is kind of cool to think that, I'd rather have a non-alcoholic beer than have Gatorade. So, but in the meantime, if you want to see any athletes shotgun some beers, you should check out NBA Bubble Life because the NBA players are tagging each other and chugging some beer. And that's pretty much it. A lot of people like beer in sports, and those are random facts. And so whether you're drowning your sorrows in your team's loss or celebrating a victory or watching the game at home because we have to, go Heat. Cheers.
Look, there's no way you go watch a Packers game without getting wasted anymore, especially when they're in the playoffs.
White hot Heat, baby. It's Miami-Wade County.
Oh, whatever.
Look, Wellbeing Brewing.
Shout out to Dwayne Wade. He went to Marquette University.
Dwayne Wade's a real
I did
one.
go to Marquette.
Dwayne
I got
Wade
my
is a real-
Dwayne Wade. I got my what I'm wearing is Wade.
Speaking of non-alcoholic
like-
beer, Wellbeing Brewing has a beer that has more electrolytes in it than Gatorade, which we're going to find out all about next Thursday.
Hey,
There you go.
I may
Well,
have
if they
just
show up.
Googled herpes penis
This man is
and sent a picture to our boy Dr. Kuza.
Jay is
Love
4 or 5
it.
years deep, and he is all about the herpes still.
No, I love that.
Hey,
But I want to know his
Mash.
response. He asked
Mash.
for it. He did ask for it.
Yeah,
He did
mash. do not be surprised when Dr. Kuza gives you a call tomorrow.
Look, man, I'm just gonna put him to the OSI. Okay, that's all.
Dude, Dr. Akuza's my guy. I want him on Feeling Lucky. You can answer all of our STD questions.
Hey, that's a good idea. That is a great idea. I'm gonna hook him up with you, Lucky. I'm gonna give him
Lucky's information.
Man, I like where this is going. This guy could be a regular. I mean, he's literally sending me pictures of his.
It's like that one Dr. Oz TV show they have, but it's Dr. Akuza.
Dr. Akuza, who is the cure to everything.
All right, listen. I'm gonna go to me because you're not gonna believe the cure.
Oh no,
that is the cure.
Do I want to see this picture?
Yeah, I can't see the picture on our Skype, so I'm on a delay via.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting with great anticipation on Facebook.
It's like chocolate milk and soda bottles with a UPS label. I like this guy. He could probably ship some damn beer. He can probably ship some beer.
This quick syrup or powder in a bottle and shook it up, put it next to a UPS label.
Dude,
man, he is
I want like 30 bottles of that. It'll probably prevent HIV.
Chocolate milk cures your herpes.
Yeah, in a soda bottle.
For the herpes.
I guarantee you one thing: it's probably delicious. It's probably like that peanut.
Probably not.
Probably like
Hoppy,
the Caribbean.
You might be out of a job pretty soon. We got Dr. Akuza with the education.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't compete with the cure for herpes.
Look,
in a soda bottle.
I still have my MIA beer because I thought we were having Florida tonight, but Ignacio left us hanging. So
yeah, I'm gonna drink through all of our Florida beer.
Hoppy, I'm not gonna disappoint you though.
Well, I have 3 more Tripping Animals beers in there. I was hoping
you
to
can send them. I'm gonna hate shotgun them.
The Kaluza.
Tripping Animals is dead.
Nice. Kaluza is awesome.
Kaluza beer.
If you want to talk sports for a little bit, how do you like Tyler Hero?
Nobody likes him, but it's a delicious beer, Hoppy.
Tyler Hero, how do you like him?
I mean, I like him. He's still kind of. I don't really know that much about him, honestly.
He went to my rival high school, like one of the high schools, like right down the road from me. I was actually supposed to go to his high school, but he was in my little brother's grade, and my little brother played him in a bunch of sports. He's crazy.
I knew he was young. I didn't know he was that young.
No, yeah, he came out after 1 year at Kentucky, and so my little brother's 20. I'm guessing he's still 20.
Jesus.
Maybe.
I mean, they talk about him being like he's supposed to be amazing, but
he's
still
so good. Oh, he's so like fundamentally good. I loved watching him growing up. We would go to his games.
Well, it's hard in Orlando. It sounds ridiculous, but a lot of the Heat games are actually blocked out. So when Wade played his very last game, we had to go to Ale House to watch it. So it's absolutely
It's weird that they would block them out, even though you're in the Magic
I don't know why.
market.
I've even looked into actually buying like NBA TV and like as many. Like I'm like, how much you basically can't buy anything unless you're like own a sports bar or something or do it illegally. So I mean, whenever they come here, I watch. But there's nights there'll be like, oh, it's not going to be on sports or Fox Sports, and it'll be Magic. It won't be the Heat. And even if the Magic aren't playing, it'll be like tennis or some bullshit.
Yeah, and I can.
So that was one of the things that everyone's like, oh, you can't be a bandwagon fan. Well, I don't want to be a bandwagon fan, but when you don't get any of the freaking games in Orlando because they're not winning right now, like last year, we didn't even make the playoffs. So it's like we barely got any games. What? We made the playoffs this year.
Well, that's no. This is exhibition. They're still battling for the final playoff spots right now. It's these exhibition. You made the cutoff. Yes. But the Eastern Conference is pretty weak in general. So,
all right, are we done talking about basketball? Let's talk about cold pizza.
The Lakers have gathered everybody. You got Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard. Come on.
That's fair. And look, I'm just salty right now that the Bruins have come out flat. That's all.
The West Coast though always tends to have high. That doesn't mean they're necessarily going to win. They always tend to have better teams, so to speak, when we get to the finals.
They definitely do. So you always have the Spurs, you always have the Trailblazers, the Thunder, the Rockets, the Lakers, the Clippers, which the one good thing.
Warriors.
Well, the Warriors they're kind of shit right now, but that's because Curry was hurt all year and Durant left for the Nets. But the West is always built up. But what I'd like to see now with the NBA is that you don't have the super teams like you used to. Now it's like 2 players per team. Like you got Harden and Westbrook, LeBron and AD.
I love that they're back together.
Yeah, look, Russell Westbrook is my all-time current favorite player.
Right.
My all-time favorite player is probably Kobe Bryant, but
Oh.
you know.
Yeah, I have
Rip.
some
Too soon,
Facebook
Nash,
comments
Jesus.
about Kobe that did not age
no.
well.
Yeah,
But-
Bryant, look, yeah, Kobe and Allen Iverson, man.
Dude,
but with
hey, I was-
Harden, I always felt a little bad for Harden because he did play shit that one final series, and then they traded him, and then he played good again. But I mean, he played good that year, but during that finals, he did not deliver.
Well, the
then they
Thunder
traded him, and he
always
was so
get to,
angry.
the Thunder, they should have never broke that.
Almost there.
Durant, I will always go to my grave saying that Kevin Durant gave up on that team too soon, which he did because the next year he left and joined the Golden State Warriors. And it's like, come on, man.
At least he won on Dwight Howard. He's like, oh, I can't win here. F you, Orlando. And then he just went from team to team and was certain he was going to win it all and never did.
The way, at least Durant did it in a more, I guess if you can say, classful way. He waited till free agency, whereas Dwight Howard was literally talking shit about his
he was
coach
an
and
ass.
forced his way out.
Hey,
And then,
wait a minute.
he just.
Wait a minute. Are we still talking about basketball?
Of course, the NBA kicks off tonight. Man.
Yeah.
You got the Jazz and Pelicans going right now, and then you have the Lakers and Clippers on right after this episode.
Yeah, go Clippers.
Go Clippers! Plus 190, baby.
I do like Kawhi Leonard. I like him for his game.
Oh,
and I
he's-
like him
yeah.
because it's awkward.
Still, I think he's the best player in the league.
I love Russell Westbrook the most because he talks a lot of shit, and that's how I play. Like, I play a lot of basketball as well, always have. I do nothing but talk shit the entire time. So
I think Russell Westbrook looks like a Ninja Turtle. And I actually Googled that one day, and there are memes of him next to Ninja Turtles. So I'm not the only
That's
one that
so
thinks.
funny.
But
I have a friend who looks like Donkey from Shrek. I'll have to send you guys a picture. There's literally a
it
side
looks
by
like
side.
Eddie Murphy. 'Cause
No,
Yeah, I was
he
gonna say,
he
he's
looks like
Eddie
the
Murphy.
cartoon Donkey from Shrek. If Malco ever sees this, he makes fun of himself. He even says it. He looks like Donkey from Shrek. But Russell Westbrook does look like a Ninja Turtle. I've seen that so many times. Yes,
Yeah.
Jay, we're still talking about basketball. College football is a distant.
He is so checked out. Jay is.
I don't know what
never
they're going to do with
been-
college
uh,
football.
College.
Never
Well, you have a
been
lot of
checked
NFL
out.
players right now that are bowing out.
Right, they're
So
out now.
and then you have some players from college just started too. Like you have the cornerback from Virginia Tech has just started to bow out. So it's who knows, man. They're getting ready for the draft. The players that can are getting ready for the draft, and I can't say I fault them for it. You know, I mean, if you're only playing within your conference this year, can you really get a chance to shine?
Do you think
Aren't they
LaMelo's
still
going to go
talking
number one?
He
LaMelo?
will. I don't think he will. I think he's going to go top 5. But LaMelo,
I
should
think
not
he
be
should
number
go.
1.
He's going to be
He should not be
a
drafted at
problem.
all. He
Oh
is
my God,
such
LaMelo
trash.
Ball?
He was such
LaMelo?
trash. Yes,
He's
LaMelo is
the
trash.
best one. He's so freaking good.
No, I don't think he's that good. I think he's struggled when he went to
LaMelo
Australia.
Ball. You're saying LaMelo Ball is
I don't-
not good? He's
good,
the
but
best
he's
ball,
not-
brother. Lonzo got drafted second, and
man.
LaMelo, he's so
Lonzo
good.
sucked, but Lonzo has been putting in work. I'll give him that. He's been working on his mid-range shot, which he has not had the entire time. He's even worked on his three.
Ugliest shot on the planet.
His shot
You
is
don't
terrible.
think LaMelo Ball is good? You're out of your mind.
He's good, but I don't think he's
LaMelo?
number 1 pick. LaMelo is number
LaMelo, he's the best ball brother by a mile. He's like 6'9" at this point. He's huge. Yeah. Yep, exactly. He's looking up his highlight reel right now.
I was looking
Looking
up
up
stats in this
LaMelo
Australian
Ball.
league. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, he dropped like 30
he
a
was
game.
He was struggling at first, and then
He's
I don't
playing
know.
against guys that are literally like twice his age.
Well, come on. First of all,
And he
if
was
you're talking
17.
Australian, you're going to put some respect on Steven Adams' name if you're talking Australian. Steven Adams is
Okay.
probably the best
You need to
right
put some
now.
respect on LaMelo Ball's name.
All right. I'm willing to be proven wrong on this. I will be glad to be proven wrong.
I
on this.
can't wait, dude. He
All
is
right,
gonna
Mash.
be an
We're in
issue.
Idaho or Mountain Home, Idaho. Tell us about our upcoming shows.
All right, I'll get off the sports soapbox, I guess. I have a lot to say about this. Tuesday, we potentially have Sawstone on. That's not confirmed yet. He hasn't hit me back. Thursday, we have Wellbeing Brewing, which is a non-alcoholic beer brewery and they are killing it right now. And Tom is like their marketing guy. He's gonna be on with us. And I had a phone conversation with him, and he knows his stuff. And like the things that they're doing on the non-alcoholic side is amazing. The following week we got Front Porch Drinking on from Colorado, my Chevy Colorado, and then we got Thursday. Oh my God, we have Shipyard. I'm hearing myself in the mic. It's weird. After that, we have Captain Cons from Barstool on. Pontoon Brewing out of Atlanta, Georgia. They're going to be on 2 days after that. And then, we're entering the fall time. So we have a lot of good breweries lined up in September. October's wide open. If you know a brewery, you own a brewery, you want to own a brewery, get on with us. Get on in October. But be prepared to be Halloween themed. That's all I'm saying. That's what I got.
This is Halloween.
Yes. Halloween's my favorite holiday, so we are going all out. I'm going all out.
I'll take December. I don't want fucking Claus.
Santa Claus.
Sandy Claus.
If we're not
I love
playing Mariah
Halloween.
Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You to annoy literally everybody on the planet.
Dude, I walked into Rock Pit Brewing on Saturday, and it was July 25th, and I was just getting beer to go, and I walked in, and they were playing All I Want for Christmas Is You, and they had the Grinch and Elf on the TV, and they were serving a porter infused with peppermint. I was like, holy shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
This is amazing.
That's
and it was
great.
decorated for
Christmas
Christmas
should be in July.
My
Christmas
son
definitely
literally
should
wanted
be
to
in
watch
July.
Elf on his own the other night, and I was like, I'm not ready for this, but I'll do it. And so we watched Elf.
We watched both the home. No, I don't know. We watched Home Alone's on Saturday, but they wanted to watch Nightmare, and I said no because in 2 months the house is going to be spooky, so
Yeah.
we need to wait.
Look, Home Alone. I have a whole thing on Home Alone. That is not a kid's movie. Don't let your children watch such a thing.
Well,
Yeah,
I already let all my kids watch it.
It's a hot take, man.
Anybody
Have you
that
watched the fake promos for the new Home Alone?
Yeah,
Macaulay
with
Culkin?
Macaulay
Oh,
Culkin.
Yes,
That dude
they're
is
hilarious.
I love that man so much. So yes,
If
I just have
anybody
to
has not
say-
seen it, YouTube it.
anybody that celebrates Christmas in July has obviously never lived north of the Mason-Dixon line.
I have never lived north of the
Yeah, because I'll be honest with you, the people in the north are loving 70-degree days right now. They're happy as shit. They can't wait for next July to already come around. They are not looking for fall when it's them 20 degrees again.
So wrong. I am
Well, see,
literally
I've
from the
only-
Northeast, and I count down the days until fall. My calendar literally is only blocked out for fall. Every other day is trash.
Just for the pumpkin beer. Don't
Yeah.
let me
Just
fool
for the
you.
pumpkin beer and lattes, baby.
See, for us,
Man, this has been a...
Yeah, see, it's so warm here at Christmas usually, so to me it doesn't really matter if it's July or December. I don't like when I
Idaho
have
gets
to
in
wear
the
jeans to
30s.
get a
I get
Christmas
snow
tree.
on the ground. You guys can come.
You heard it here,
Christmas.
folks. This has been a shit show of a show, so...
Are you kidding me?
Oh,
I think
this has been-
our best episode. I'm gonna be.
This has
I don't know
been
about
so much fun.
This has been
It's
the
been a
most fun I've
disaster,
had.
unless you have.
Yeah, it's been good. We appreciate you
I was
guys.
gonna say, speak for yourself. I just got the cure to herpes.
Let's go
Fucking
check in with
you.
Lucky. Lucky's got a permanent guest lined up. He's going to
I'm
have...
literally gonna go start selling.
Lucky is going to have Dr. Ruth on Dear Lucky from here on
Is
out.
his name Dr. Ruth? He might be just the fourth
Dr.
chair. I don't know.
Akuza.
Dr. Akuza?
Dr. Ruth is somebody else. Didn't they do a Quantum Leap episode where he became Dr. Ruth?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
I can't believe that. we
But
got
Dr. Akuza, me and Dr. Akuza are going to be really close if he's got the cure for herpes.
All right,
Just
we're gonna have to tell. Wasn't the whole premise of feeling lucky a whole Dr. Ruth thing?
Dear Abby.
Dear Abby.
Dear Abby.
Okay.
Dr.
But
Ruth,
Dr.
Dear
Ruth, She
Abby.
did all the sex questions, right?
Yeah, it's all the same. I'm going
Oh.
to tell you right now, if you can bring Dr. Kuza on as a guest,
never had sex, so I won't be good at those questions, but
Virgin
whatever.
till marriage.
Yes. You do it until you're married.
Listen,
I just
guys.
think my mom's still watching, so that's
Sex can
why I
wait.
said that.
Lucky, outside of Tinder,
Leave room for
where can
Jesus.
people find you?
People can find me at Feelin' Lucky Pod on Instagram and Twitter. That's what I'm going with now. Follow us there. That's where we're going to do a lot of the promo for the show. Don't want to overload Hops News with it. too much. So go and follow Feeling Lucky. We haven't started. We haven't posted yet. We will hopefully tomorrow going into the
Get your
weekend.
social
get
media
ready.
guy together, man.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we already
Sorry.
have like 10 posts.
Hey,
And you gave us the idea.
Yeah, so we'll be posting hopefully sometime soon, and that's where we'll do all of like the previews, all of the talking about. We're gonna do polls for the arguments and other questions that we have. So we'll be referring back to that. So please go follow it. Please interact. That's really what we want. Shout out Dr. Akuza. He was maybe my favorite guest to date.
yeah. Hey, Lucky, real quick, just hit that mouse a couple of times so people realize that noise that sounds like dishes washing in the background.
Can you hear it?
Lucky is literally the
Roll it.
There it
Can you hear it?
is. We have to figure that out too, man.
Yeah, so the thing that sounds like people washing dishes in the background is actually Lucky's mouse. We just figured that out last week. Lucky, man, I appreciate you, dude. And I'm so stoked for Dear Lucky and the live segments you got come up.
First episode comes out on Sunday, so please tune in. Please let me know what you like, what you don't like. We want all feedback. We're for sure going to be talking to, we got a lot for the pilot episode, so I love that. Keep it coming.
Yep.
Keep sliding in my DMs, and yeah, that's about it. Dr. Akuza, I will be in your DMs pretty soon.
Yep. Hey, and
That's how you got herpes.
yeah. He's got the cure though, the chocolate milk.
I was going to say, I don't have herpes in like 2 weeks. I won't have herpes in like 2 weeks.
You can smack it all you want. Yeah, you can smack it around all you want. No worries. No worries when Dr. Akuza's your guest.
Anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's been good, and we'll get another episode of Dear Lucky out very soon. It will premiere on Sunday at 8 p.m. on YouTube.
7 Central for the Milwaukee people.
7 Central, and what's that? I guess probably
At 6 Mountain Time.
Mountain
6 Mountain
Time.
Time.
Is there
5
another?
Pacific. Eastern and Pacific
4
time.
a.m. if you're in Germany.
Oh shit!
All right.
We got the world
we'll
covered.
get Brewwich.
Yeah, we've
There
got
you
the
go.
world
Hell
covered.
yeah.
I'm feeling lucky.
So it'll be good. Definitely appreciate you. We'll have the after hours Zoom here. I will be editing Dear Lucky so we can get it uploaded. Yeah, we'll have a Zoom after hour after this because we're going to need it. And maybe we can get Dr. Akuza back on the line. Hey, it'd be great if we could get Dr. Akuza to join us in the after hours on Zoom. I'm going to send him a link. He'll join us.
Jesus Christ.
He's got all kinds of shit he's trying to sell. MASH.
Perfect. I'll buy it. As long as it cures my dick.
So that you're okay with saying in front of your mom, but not this?
Located on my balls.
She's gone now. Don't worry about it. She's gone now.
Just flip it real good. Like that.
God.
Just take like a sandy. Never mind.
Yeah.
Just scrape it off.
Oh, okay, sandpaper.
Just
Oh.
scrape
Just
it
grab
off.
some
Sandpaper.
steel.
Yeah.
Just grab some steel wool.
It's all the same as long as it'll.
Oh God, yes.
MASH. Where can people find you?
We're still live. I thought
Look, I got the bomber jacket. First of all, and zip, zip, zip. Get yourself a bomber jacket. Dope. Second of all, you can find the Hoppy Mommy, Matthew Tyler, at Hops Geek News. We have our own IG now. Thanks, Lucky, for the idea. We record tomorrow, and our first official episode is out next Wednesday, where we're going to talk Jessica Jones versus Iron Fist, or really, who's the worst Marvel character?
How have I not been on that episode?
Listen, my invite to Feeling Lucky's been lost in the mail, so until I get that,
I was gonna say I want to be on those episodes. I love
So
the
next
Marvel
episode
series.
is the worst Marvel MCU character. We're going to review the Wolverine comic, and we're going to talk some Hops news because San Diego Comic-Con was supposed to have been last week. And then our third episode, Lucky, this is for you. We're going to be talking about the Marvel movie order. So we're going to get Lucky for that one. We premiere every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. We're going to be on Spotify, everything that you listen to podcasts on, but Apple. And yeah, go Bruins, baby. Hockey's back.
Hey, real quick, Lucky, you got to install WhatsApp because Dr. Akuza's trying to get a hold of you on WhatsApp.
Oh, you won't be able to find me.
You got to get on it.
Installing
Dr.
it right
Akuza can find us at our OnlyFans /Hops Nudes.
Hey, the
Nudes, not
OnlyFans
nudes,
might be a
Hops
real
nudes.
thing. MASH might be selling boxers on OnlyFans before it's over. So
OnlyFans /Hops Nudes.
yeah.
People looking for a sports update. It's 104 to 102. Pelicans are down now. This is like the first time they've been down the whole game. And I have the Pelicans to win. 48 seconds left.
Speaking of OnlyFans, let's go check in with Hoppy. Hoppy, what's the OnlyFans site that MASH is going to get you on? And how do they find you?
The OnlyFans site?
Hoppy doesn't know what OnlyFans is. It's
Yeah, we've had that discussion in the group chat that we're all in a few times. She's like,
I was so confused
OnlyFans.
Yeah, but then when I mentioned it to my husband, he knew what it was, and he explained it to me.
Ah,
Of course.
yeah. So just a little, I guess, to where this come from, right? In our chat that we're all talking in throughout the day, a big part of the discussion is how do we produce content? How do we get more content for the Hops News family members? And a big push for MASH is an OnlyFans website, and
the hottest thing right now. The pandemic, you could like on Twitter, all you see is OnlyFans accounts. I'm just saying.
And we haven't done it yet, but it's still a very prominent part of our conversations from 4 a.m. until about 3 in the morning, pretty much all day.
With how
There's
much I get
definitely a
at work, I'm
demographic for
starting
guys
to
with
see
herpes.
Yeah.
As
Yeah,
long
you
as
know,
there's
you
a
learn something every
demographic
day.
for guys with herpes, I'm all in on a Hops News OnlyFans.
Always a demographic for
I
guys
want
with
Lucky
herpes.
in his cutoff cheese and his herpes.
All right, so I'm still finishing up my Everhaze.
On that note, let's go to Hoppy.
Super bummed about tripping animals.
Well, we
Hopefully we can
made
get them
Hoppy
on in the future. I need to line
Tripping
Mash
animals
up.
is dead to me, just so you know.
No, their beer
I'm a
is
little
so
disappointed.
good.
It's going to take a lot to win me back.
All right. They're going to have to create a fans only account for you guys. I'm on it. But no,
OnlyFans, Jesus, get it right.
First of all, you need to ship us all.
Or they're gonna have to give me the cure to herpes.
Second of
before
all,
Dr.
I'll give
Akuza.
them cure
I think they
herpes.
can
He's
do
not
that. I have faith
You
in them.
think?
I've heard nothing.
It's tie
but
game,
good
32 seconds.
All right,
Sorry.
Hoppy, where can we
All right.
find you?
Hops Geeks News, Hops Geek News, singular, Hops Geek News on the Instagram and the Hoppy Mommy, and untap the Hoppy Mommy. But yeah, the Hops Geek News, that's going to be fun for us because we don't have to have a filter as much, I feel like. We can just post whatever the frick we want as far as comics. I already have lots of ideas in my head. So yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, it's. I will tell you that it's the Hops Geeks News is pretty exciting. We've thrown out some good ideas. The boys have a new season that started
Boys,
very
just for you,
soon.
Jay. We're going to do the boys.
When does that
Yeah.
come out?
I think September 4th.
Season 2. They've
Holy
been
shit,
renewed
that's
for
enough.
season 3. So,
Nice.
yeah.
I
love
still
that
need to
show.
read comics. I have a shit ton of stuff I got to read.
Umbrella Academy drops tomorrow. Hoppy, you need to watch Doom Patrol. We'll talk about that later. I am sorry, Jay.
Doom Patrol's HBO?
Nice.
Okay. I just signed up for that to watch this 12th season of Doctor Who, and it's not on there. So I'll watch Doom Patrol.
Watch
Okay.
Doom Patrol.
But yeah, I forgot that Umbrella was coming out too. Gosh, damn
Tomorrow.
it. Okay.
All right. Well, it's 104 to 104, just so we can get back.
Oh, I
to
want to go
Lucky
watch the
Company.
Clippers.
Jay, where can we
Lakers.
find you, Jay? Where are we
Yeah.
going?
The usual. The usual. At Hops News. At Hops News. That's where
This has
we're
been
at.
such a fun
Hey,
episode.
hey, don't forget about the
Tripping animals adds
Patreon.
mushrooms to their beers. That's what's happening right now.
Look, share and subscribe. Share us, subscribe to us. That's
Hey,
all
we
I
did
got.
I
hit
don't
over
think we should share
100.
this episode though.
We did hit over 100
share
subscribers.
This episode. Everybody needs to know about Dr. Akuza.
Everybody needs the cure for AIDS.
Hey, we did hit over 100 subscribers though. That is huge
We're at
news for
102.
us. 102. Appreciate you guys.
Cheers to that.
At Hops News. Don't forget the Patreon, the Hops News family. That is great. The collaboration beer with Common Law Brewing is going to be hot very soon. If you're not in the Hops News family, you're not going to get it. So make sure you're there. Appreciate you guys. We'll be in the after hours here very shortly. I've got a lot of work to do. We'll be there. Appreciate you.
Cheers, mateys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Pirates now. Yo, what's a pirate's favorite letter?
Oh my god, I already know this. All right, I'm getting off.
Go with a C.
Lucky, you're getting off? Is it because Dr. Yakuza